my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coats.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Waiting. Mike 58 right there. Count them on work. We won it. Count them on work.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards.
And the Lions first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
16 yards, a 1st down. White, the 7th overall pick back in 2015 by the Bears, never really got off the ground in Chicago. Now, in his defense, his first 3 seasons were injury-plagued, and Cliff Kingsbury said he has all the tools to be a dangerous player. He and the rest of the franchise really hoping a change of scenery will breathe new life into the 27-year-old receiver. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Stafford delivers this to Hockenson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He hits White, complete. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on.
Waiting. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
3rd and 2. Stafford. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Johnson, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Stay 50.
Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and goal, Detroit.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Buddy up! Rotate! Spell! He must be dreaming.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. He completes it right side away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Murray. That's complete to Edmond. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.